Peace and love, everyone. I know today is Sunday and normally I do a live chat. However, I took a BK day today and I decided that I just really needed to get into me and do me today. I want to tell you all about how you can change your life, how you can manifest a breakthrough and live a better life starting today. And no, I'm not talking about anything mystical, magical, or anything like that. I'm talking about just pure something natural that you already have within you that can change how you feel today. If you're having a bad day, if you had a bad week, if you just went through a breakup, if you just lost your job, if you're going through anything, first and foremost, I did write down a list of things that I think could definitely help change your life because it's been life-changing for me. Number one, I would say definitely gratitude is at the top of the list. Make sure that you have gratitude. You have to be grateful for everything that you have. If you can see this right now, you have a computer. Obviously, you have Wi-Fi. You have access to a phone or some form of connection to the internet. That's a blessing. Some people don't even have that, you know. Be grateful that you can move your body no matter what size it is, no matter if you want to lose weight, if you want to gain weight, if you just don't feel comfortable in the skin that you in. Just be grateful that you can walk out the door. Be grateful that you have a door to walk out of. And if you're not in position, if you're homeless or whatever and you just have a telephone and you stand in a shelter or whatever, be grateful that you still have breath in your body. Number one is gratitude. Without gratitude, nothing will manifest. So, yes, you have to be grateful for everything, including all the things that you've gone through, all the bad things and everything. It has just prepared you for the future and being stronger and being able to handle and manage things as they come to you. Trust me, I'm totally speaking off experience. Nothing, it's not something I done read in a book or anything. This is my life. This is what has happened to me. Release negative vibes. Sometimes we can hide and act like we're not bothered by certain things or whatever, but in our minds, when certain people come around us, our spirit just feels, the negativity because, unresolved issues with a person or whatever. Let go of those negative vibes. Don't allow anybody to live rent free in your head. Let them go, because while you're sitting back feeling negative and thinking negative, that's what you're attracting, negative things, and they're living their best life. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. Somebody broke your heart, let them go. They weren't meant to be with you. You lost your job. It was meant for you probably to have your own business. You have to think positive, and release all those negative vibes and all those negative thoughts. Let go of negative people. There are some people that are in your life that don't belong in your life. If every time you talk to them, you feel awful when you get through talking to them, or they're always yelling or arguing, or just always have negative things to say, or they always disagree with everything that you're about, or they put you down or whatever, let them go. Let them go. I don't need a crowd of people. I don't need a whole circus to make me happy. I am very comfortable with having my dog, my child, myself, a few friends, my best friend. Everybody knows I have a bestie. I have a family here on YouTube that I communicate with outside of YouTube, on YouTube, via telephone, however we connect, messenger. Choose people that are like where you want to be, even if you're not there. If you're not where you want to be and you see someone else's life that looks, like it's happy or so, kind of move around and move like they move. You know what I'm saying? Even though things might not be perfect or whatever, just let go of the negative people and just move, about the world freely, and just know that tomorrow's going to be a better day. It really is. Invest in your happiness. I am truly a person who believes in investing in my happiness, whether it means buying $1 pair of earrings. I brought a pair of $5 earrings from a girl from my dance class, and honestly, this represents this Ndinkra symbol, which a West African Ndinkra symbol, which represents beauty. And that's what I'm about. I've been in the beauty industry since 1988, and I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I have always been in the beauty industry. I'm still in the beauty industry. I'm still into makeup. I'm still into nails. As you can see, I still have my nail station and everything inside my home. I'm still into everything beautiful. I like beautiful people. I like beautiful spirits. Invest in yourself. If you have to buy yourself $1 chapstick, you know what I'm saying? Just invest in yourself. The money that you were going to use to buy some food that wasn't going to do your body any good, you were about to go out and eat, some fast food or whatever. Take that money and invest in a dance class. Start stacking up your money. Invest in the dance class. Invest in something, that's going to be fruitful, that will help you. Invest in some materials. If you're crafty, I'm a very crafty person. Invest in some materials that you can sit down and relax and take your mind off of all the negativity that's going on in this world around us. You all know that I don't talk politics. I don't talk about a lot of stuff on my channel because I like for people to be at peace. I like when you come to my channel for you to be relaxed and feel like you're at home with a family member, your sister. You know what I'm saying? That's how I want you to feel when you come to my channel. But reality is, I want you to keep your eyes open, stay woke. Know that all these things that are going around us, that's going on around us right now, is a distraction. It's a serious distraction. People are freaking out completely. You know what I mean? And not to get into it too deep, but election time is coming up. I do not talk about politics. Election time is coming up. Look at all the distractions that have come about. Okay, yesterday there was Dr. Furman was actually on television, PBS, yesterday night around, I think, 10 p.m. Central, I want to say, for 2 hours. But during that time, it was also something else going on. So instead of people being able to tune into, the greatness that Dr. Furman, if you don't know who Dr. Furman is, he created the G-bombs, and that's something that I have been utilizing in my life, and it has changed my life completely in the past year. And you have to see some of my other videos where I talk about the G-bombs, or I'll add something at the end of this video for you to be able to talk about it. Anyway, invest in your happiness. You can go to the Dollar Tree. I mean, you can say, I don't have any money or whatever. You can go, if you have $5, you can go to the Dollar Tree and buy some things that'll make you happy. I mean, whether it's some soap, some lotion, just anything, just invest in yourself though. Make sure that you can find sales. You can buy clothes that are on sale. Buy your winter clothes in the summertime, your summer clothes in the wintertime. Catch those sales. You know what I'm saying? Buy stuff that makes you feel good. Whether it's like for me last year, I didn't want to really invest in money in a lot of clothes or whatever because I knew I wasn't the size that I once was and what I wanted to be. So I didn't spend a lot of money on clothes. Now I'm starting to spend and invest more money on clothes because I am getting to be the size that I was before, and hopefully maybe even, smaller eventually, because that's my goal. I want to be healthy. That's the main thing, feeling healthy. So invest in your happiness. That's very important. Put nutrients in your body. This is something that a lot of people don't like to talk about. I always talk about hydrating. And if this is your first time to my channel, I'm sorry, welcome. But yes, I talk about dreadlocks. I talk about hair. I talk about natural hair, rather. I talk about nutrition. And, I talk about life in general. But nutrition is one of the things that is a game changer. Trust and believe that. Think of nutrition. Think of food as medicine. When you start thinking of food as medicine, it will be a life-changing situation for you. You will no longer look at food the same way. You will no longer look at fast food restaurants. You will no longer look at some prepared meals that you may see when you go over to grandma's house or mom's house. Your whole life will change. Start eating raw. Start eating whole foods. However you have to do it, take it slow. Take it at your own pace. But be mindful of the things that you're putting into your body. Know the things that you're putting into your body. Read about it. You have the internet. Obviously, you're looking at me right now. Look up what ginger does for your body. Look up what detoxing does for your body. Google that. We Google everything else. We Google all the stuff that's going on with celebrities and everything. Google the nutrients that you could put into your body that can be life changing. Food that can make you happy. I mean, literally, mentally change your state of mind. Eating different types of fruits and berries, antioxidants, cleansing your body of all the toxins and all the stuff that's been in your body for years. Definitely put a check on your nutrients. I'm not telling you to live a lifestyle like I live. Yes, I stopped eating beef and pork back when I was 18. I'll be 50 this year. I stopped eating chicken and fish. I keep saying, I don't know exactly how many years ago, but it's been four, maybe 5 years ago. I'm not totally sure. I always get that tripped up. I got to think about my daughter's age and when she started going to this garden, when we started going to this garden. But anyway, I don't eat fish or chicken or turkey or anything. I do smoothies. I do green smoothies. I put the stuff in my smoothies that I know I need for my body. Listen to your body. Sometimes when you're not taking care of your body, or you'll get a wake-up call. I'll put it to you like that. You'll get a wake-up call and you'll be like, I have this pain and it's so painful or so scary that you'll make a change. You know what I'm saying? You will make a change. The other day, my ear went out. And I was just like, wow, I had just went through a detox, had just was feeling good, was doing the detox to get rid of a cold that was coming on because I was afraid of my bronchial asthma kicking off. But my ear went out. And I'm telling you all the truth. I sat back and I kept playing with my ear and stuff and kept pushing, and it would pop. And then finally one time it just said, no more. And so I'm at the drugstore crying to the pharmacist, asking her, what can I do? Honey, I brought everything she told me to buy, which was just basically some ear drops and something. And then I called my mom and I was just like, Mom, I'm on the phone boo-hooing. I mean, I'm in front of people at a grocery store, picking out fruit and stuff that I need for my smoothie. And I was crying to my mom. I was just like, Mom, I'm already visually challenged and now I can't hear in one ear. And I was afraid. I was very afraid, but I kept believing that it was going to change, that it was a temporary thing. I had to make myself believe that it was going to change because honestly, that was one of the things, that thing right there, that fear that I was feeling right there was something that would normally trick off my anxiety, my panic attacks. I'm talking about to the highest level where I have had to go to the hospital at times and have a needle stuck in my arm and be shot up with medicine. I am no longer taking medications and stuff, to feel whole again or to feel okay. I'm learning how to take care of my body, so that was a wake-up call with my ear. Now I did get my hearing back. I started watching videos, and I watched a couple videos. I watched the shortest videos because I was really trying to find out what was going on. I learned so much about my ear and how my nasal passage and stuff is connected to my ear, and it's a little point right up in here where they meet up, and sometimes whatever can back up, the fluids can back up into your ear and block your ear. You can have it, blockage yourself. And I did what they were telling me to do, and I kept doing it and I kept doing it. And then I just got tired and I went to sleep. And when I woke up, my hearing was a little better. I was on my way to go see my therapist and my psychiatrist. Yes. Get your health checked. Make sure you have a physician, a holistic health coach, a therapist, a psychiatrist, whatever you need for you. Do it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any shame about saying, that I need all of the above. I want to be a holistic health coach. I want to because of my story, because of what I've been through. But yeah, I was on my way to see my therapist and I was ready to tell her, oh my God, I can't hear that well. And, and guess what? While driving over there, my ear popped. My ear just popped and it stayed popped. I haven't had any problems since then. So be mindful of the stuff that you put into your body. Know that if you have a cold of any sort, one thing that you don't want to do, I don't drink milk. I don't do dairy at all, period. But if you do and you have a cold or so, know that mucus can cause a whole lot of problems. You do not want to have milk or cream or all that type of stuff when you're trying to cleanse your body of anything. I didn't have any of that stuff, but I still wound up having a problem. But just be mindful of the nutrients that you put into your body. Look at foods that are whole and healthy, that grows from the ground. Eat berries. G-bombs, I'm going to give you a short what it is. G-bombs is greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds. It's that simple. I'm going to say it again. Greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds. How hard is that to add to your diet? How hard is that? Food goes on sale all the time. If you can't, okay, let's say that you can't afford to buy certain things. They have pantries out here. I live in Chicago. They have pantries and they give away plenty of healthy, well, I'm not going to say all of them do. There's pantries that give out like whole foods, like vegetables, produce, and fruits and stuff like that. Don't be ashamed that you might have to do that. I run a business. I have a business that I have to pay rent for at another place, and I pay rent here, and I, have insurance that I have to have for my business, for my car, for my home. I have bills, and sometimes, and a child is going to be 13 next month. I have to do it any way that I can. I have to make it happen. I have to make sure that we're able to get the nutrients that we want. Okay, I'm going to speed this up. Create paradise where you're at. You may not be living in a home that you want to live in. You may not be in a city that you want to be in or the country that you want to be in, but create paradise in your mind and just be free. Sometimes I walk over to the lakefront. My goal really, because I've traveled outside of the United States, definitely my traveling has been extensive and everything, but Costa Rica is like a place where I want to retire, and I've never been there. It's just been through seeing visuals and talking to people who have lived there and been there or whatever. And so whenever I feel like I want to be in Costa Rica, I first of all, I took a picture off the internet of the house that I wanted in Costa Rica. I go over to the lakefront and I sit in a certain spot and I see the water and the waves and everything and all the trees and stuff. And I just imagine that I am there. I'm there. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to create things in your mind to make yourself feel a whole lot better. Don't think about what you're going through. Don't think about that man. Don't think about that woman. Don't think about your child. Think about yourself. Because you have to take care of yourself first. In order for anybody else to be better, you're first, you're number one. So create paradise where you are. I also noticed that writing down the things that I want, and looking at it over and over again helps me to remember my goals. If I don't write it down, a lot of times I forget. Oh yeah, I said I was going to do this. Oh yes, I said I wanted to start, being creative again. I want to start back writing. I want to get back into, I wrote a book in 1995. I want to write again. I need to get back into that. But make a vision board. You could do that, or you could just write in a notebook 10 things that you want to do. Look at it every day and just go over it. And believe that you can achieve whatever it is that you've written down. Trust me, go over it each and every day. That plants the seed in your brain. Do that. Move your body. Move your body. You all have to move. If you have the internet, turn on some music, some Afro beats, whatever you like, some reggae, honey, if you into rap, turn on some rap. Whatever you do, you don't have to go outside. You don't have to have money to go to a club. I don't like being around people in the club. I don't like being around that many people. I don't like people just, I could be outside now in a festival type environment now. Because before I had severe social anxiety, but I could be outside, but I don't want to be in no club with a bunch of people like drinking and all that type of stuff. But I sit up in my house and I dance. My sister, Empress Your Pie, she dances. I see her dancing and smiling all the time. Smile. You will not believe how good a smile will make you feel. Or if you smile at somebody else and they smile back. Trust me, that energy that is transmitted is phenomenal. Be nice to people. Be kind to people even when they're negative to you. Trust and believe. I'm hardcore to the bone. I would kick it off. You know what I'm saying? But at the place where I'm at, and the child that I have and what I'm trying to do with my life is not worth The energy. It's not worth me losing my peace of mind and burning up all of my energy to give somebody a piece of my mind. I'm good at that. That's easy. You know, be humble. Be humble. You know, allow people to, I'm on the internet. People throw jabs at me all the time. People say negative things. You all don't see it because I take it down. Sometimes I might leave stuff up or whatever. People thumbs down my video before they even watch it, you know, and it's all good. Sometimes I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I'm like, well, what did I do? People don't even know me and you don't like me. And all I'm trying to do is spread love and positivity. Well, that's something that they have to deal with. Because guess what? I'm not going anywhere. So just change the channel. But no, obviously they still want to see me and they still want a thumbs down. So that's cool. Because guess what? That's still showing that you are interested. And the algorithms notice thumbs up and thumbs down. So that doesn't affect me in any kind of way. It doesn't mess up my rating as far as me as a YouTuber or whatever. And being a YouTuber is not my life. That does not pay my bills. But move your body, exercise, get up, jam, do your little whatever it is that you do. You know, if you can't do a lot, walk around the block. Walk around the block. I just came back in the house. I walked my dog. We walked around about 3 blocks, went around areas that I don't normally walk around, just, you know, tripping out on the people out in the streets. It's 60 degrees outside, just enjoying, you know, people being people. You know what I'm saying? Do what you love. And I'm about to close out. Do what you love. Whatever it is that you love to do, do it. Find you a craft, find you a hobby, find you something, anything that you could do that you can manifest on your own, like making jewelry, making candles, like I've been doing for 22 years. If you could do hair, I prefer that you be licensed, since I'm licensed, you know, and I had to go through school and everything. I prefer that if you're doing hair to be licensed, and nails too, you know, because I had to go through it. So, but go to school. You know what I'm saying? Do what you love, whatever it is. I'm almost 50. In June, I will be 50, and I'm proud. And I want to go to school. I really want to go to school. I have a deep desire to go to school, and I really want to get into health. I really want to get into health because I have been to the bottom and I've risen back up to the top. You know what I'm saying? I have been like at a very healthy state, have gone all the way down. I've taken multiple amounts of pills a day, forgetting to take pills, taking too many pills, taking 22 pills that I had to take every day, and sometimes then some. You know, cloudy head, just cloudy. Do what you love. I love making candles. I love being creative. I love writing. I love talking to people with good energy. Do what you love. You might have a job right now that you hate, but just know that you're creating the future. Start saving some money, putting some money to the side. I started my candle business with $500. Within that first year, I had manifested so much money and built up. I've been in business for 22 years. I've been making candles for 22 years. I've been in business for 21 years because my first year was basically, you know, used for testing and all that type of stuff. I'm going to end this with don't block your blessings. Do not block your blessings. I hope that you made it to the end, because this is number one. Gossiping. Now, informing people about things that you feel that they might be in danger of, that's a different thing. But gossiping, just to be talking about people, or, you know, doing negative things to hurt other people or whatever, just because you don't want to see them succeed, or just being downright nasty for no reason, you are blocking your blessings, because you never know where your blessings are going to come from. You never know. You never know. I'm standing in line. It's been many a times when I stood in line behind a man or whatever and have groceries just like in my hand in a box, because in Chicago you got to pay for your shopping carts or whatever. You got to pay for your bags and all that type of stuff. So I get a box at a store or whatever and carry my stuff around, you know, if I can't get and a lot of times you can't get a shopping cart. So, you know, a lot of times I be tripping because I have let men go before me if they have like 1 or 2 items and go ahead because they're holding their items in their hands. But I've been behind men that that won't even do it or won't even open up a door. Open up a door for somebody. You know, you never know where your blessing is going to come from. Today I was in the store and I was just being myself. I was happy to be outside. I was happy to have money to buy food. I was happy to have awakened today, you know, to see my daughter, to see my dog, to have warmth, to have a nice bed, all of that. I was just free. I was just outside and I was smiling, and trust me, the world smiled back at me. So don't block your blessings by being negative and being derogatory to people. You know, it's hard. I want to snap off a lot of times. It's very hard. But know that your blessings come from being good, putting good energy out. Putting good energy out into the universe. It will come back to you. And it might not come back right when you want it, but it's going to come back to you. It will. Karma is everything. If you're putting out negative vibrations, trust and believe, you will get it back. And if you put out good vibrations, you will get it back. So I hope you all made it to the end. If you did, let me see. The word is, I'm looking at this board. My daughter drew a picture on it years ago when she was probably about 6 or so. And it says happy. That's the word for today, happy. I want you all to be happy. I'm happy today. I'm very happy. You know, I'm about to do a day of beauty with my daughter and enjoy myself. So you all have a peaceful day. Remember the things that I said. I just gave you all 10 points, 10 things that you can work on to have a breakthrough and live a better life. I am a living example. A year ago, I started with a new psychiatrist, a new therapist. I didn't know what was going to happen. That was in January of last year. I didn't know what my life was going to be like. I had been so stuck in going to the hospital, Northwestern Memorial Hospital, and letting them treat me because, you know, I lived in a downtown area and, you know, it was just, you know, I was comfortable with being there. But guess what? I was not getting well. I was getting more medications. So I changed my life. I didn't know what was going to happen when I changed my doctor. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if I was going to stop taking pills. I had no idea. I knew that I was tired. Be happy. If you made it this far, make sure you type something down below and let me know what you're going to do to change your life today. Leave me a comment down below. Thumbs up the video if you feel appreciative just for being alive today. All right? Peace and blessings, y'all. Love you.